I know, I know. I usually start off my stream saying I'm tired, but I'm absolutely shattered now. Been for swimming lessons. Swimming is tiring at the best of times. This is 35 mil. It has got mediocre reviews, 3 out of 5. Not good. It's £8.39 pence in the store. It's a post-apocalyptic story. I was reading that about two travellers who set out on a long journey in the wasteland, left by people after the pandemic. The disaster destroyed much of the world's population. The infrastructure went wrong, and the common life remained only in memories. The times when a human has adapted the environment for himself have end and now. Himself have end and now. In order to survive, he will have to adapt to changes. The times when a human has adapted the environment for himself have end. You'd think they'd fucking proofread this little synopsis, wouldn't you? Oh, it annoys me. My brain just, yeah, I have a brain fart when that goes on. I just can't compute. Error does not compute. So, yeah, post-apocalyptic wasteland. Get in. Tired. So tired. Okay. Bit of a walking sim, one of the reviews said. It's a bit cheeky, isn't it? Let's have a look. So very tired. So, what? Fame time you? Is that fame? Some fame time? Oh, too squiggly for me. A very small percentage of people may experience a seizure. That's got to be a very small percentage. And although epilepsy is the most common neurological disorder, I believe. Mm. It was a bit confusing. I thought that was the controls. I was like, what? There's only two buttons. Oh, caffeine, wake me up before you go. Don't leave me hanging. Something. Got the jitterbug down my heart. What's he doing? Oh, I thought I'd have to sing the whole of that. I think it's by Wham. Camera sends. What's that? Sound, brightness, aberration. Oh, how does one? Is that a camera sensor size? I mean, okay. What about sound? Oh bloody hell! Head bob. Oh, I'm just going to OK that because I can't seem to figure out how to adjust it. Your history is automatically saved in checkpoints. Collect food, water and first aid kits to maintain health, as well as batteries for the flashlight. All decisions can affect the ending of the game. Interacting with certain objects increases your fortitude. You can activate photo mode using the camera. Okay. Number 1 is to move. LB is to run or sprint. X is to spread your arms out in the shape of the crucifixion. 4 is to demonstrate penitence. Wait, that means 2 is left trigger. 5 is to something, God knows what. 6 is to hand. Yeah. 7 is to flashlight. 7 plus 8. Where's 8? It's 2. Blue flashlight. Oh my flipping word. What?
В доме ничего нет. Осмотрись сам, если хочешь.
Need to check my inventory. RB. Okay, what am I supposed to be doing then? Oh, is that? That's the 35mm. Damn it. I don't really want to do that. Well, I just wasted film. It's not the digital age, is it? Alright, let's put that away. Let's get this flashlight out. Don't need it. Save those batteries. Nice beam on that torch, actually. It's very. I think that's a realistic beam. As beams go, as torch beams go, that's very realistic. But it is actually. Some torches have awkward beams, don't they? I would class this as an awkward beam. Uneven. With halo effects. Right. Let's go then. Am I supposed to do something? Follow this path. Are you coming?
Идем.
I wonder where this is set. Let's check out that sprint. Oh, that is a sprint. So this is set in a post-pandemic apocalyptic wasteland. You can tell because the trees don't have any leaves. Well, that gives a very... mean, are they dead? Yeah, maybe they are. It's a very straight tree, isn't it? That's a very... Should chop that down, make something of it. They're all very straight. Right, go on then, race you.
Осмотрись. Я тебя догоню.
What does he say? What if I just block his path? It's just going to push me along. Oh well, this is a free ride actually. I'll just... There we go. Wait. It's up here.
Так, минутку.
Give me a moment. That's right.
Все верно.
We'll be on the road soon.
Скоро будем у дороги.
This is like the second game I've ever come across that's not in English. And it's such a... I don't know, I mean, I presume English is such a huge market you would put games in English, but it's nice to hear foreign games. I like it. Annoying when you're reading subtitles in the middle of combat sequences, but it's, yeah, it's good. The other game was the Danish game I was playing yesterday. Got a little bit of a limp now, haven't you? A little bit of a limp. He doesn't wait. Whoa.
Местность тут дикая.
This is a dangerous place. Watch your back. I can translate Eastern European, by the way, with the aid of subtitles. Yet. Oh, what's he doing? Piggyback! Oh. Can't jump. What's that? What's that? Nothing. What was this torch thing as well? What's that? Nothing. Oh, that is a jump. Rah. Nope. Listen to that cuckoo in the distance. Oh, mushrooms. Must be crazy in a survival situation if you don't know your fungus and you're just like, I'm so hungry, and you have to try a bit of one of these knowing it could be absolutely excruciating pain. Talkative, are you? Hello. road. So far, I'm liking the misty woodland atmosphere. I'm not sure why I'm giving such delay between words. What have we got in here then? Got a water bottle, a nice photo. It's not a nice photo, it's just... Now with that name 35mm, I'm really assuming that this is a game's going to feature a lot of photography and therefore the aesthetic. I don't know, who knows. Xbox One title as well. So I wasn't having great expectations of graphics, but then again some Xbox games have absolutely surpassed my expectations. Okay. Down here then. Huh. It's such a beautiful view that, you know, I wish you'd wait for me. I'm going to get that bad boy out. Nice to process that. Where is he? What's going on here? You're a photojournalist?
Нет,
Нет.
просто увлечение.
It's just my hobby. It's just a hobby. Someone once said that the camera is a small time machine. It allows you to plunge into the past, to remember and to feel the emotions that accompany us during that period of life. Although sometimes it is extremely painful, but it's good that there is such a possibility. I wanted to take a photo of him in the misty trees, but the opportunity's gone. It's quite obtrusive, isn't it, that thing? There might be something in this little substation. Oh. What have we got here? Have I got anything on me to... The handle is wrapped with rope, but it can be cut. That's what I was thinking. I've got my knife. Is it? Oh, it looks cut. Oh. There's dinner. Dinner's served. God, aren't cans brilliant? They last so long. Yeah, I can hear. There's a dog.
Привет,
friendly?
песик.
Oh, there's a spider. No, a fly on that book. Grim. Hello. Hello, boy. Let's give the doggy din-dins. Oh. Oh, I've eaten it myself. That's sorry. I did intend you to have some, but it was not meant to be, I'm afraid. We'll just go and have a look at this car. Just hold on there for a second. What? Oh. Just recognise the flora then. Okay, nothing in there. Bit burnt out, isn't it? You don't need to go too far, it's telling me. Would have been nice to have had a look in there. I've wolfed down that can of food, but what about my travel companion? I wonder how we got to know each other. Are we brothers or friends? Friends before the pandemic? We spent a lot of time together because there's no talking and communication. Strange, there was a game that I was looking at, and somebody had said, I'm not buying it because I don't want to fund the developer. And like the comment went sort of unreplied to for a while, and then somebody sort of took the bait and said, oh, why, what's gone on? And it turns out on the podcast, the developer made a comment about, I think it was on International Women's Day, and he said something like, you know, my girlfriend or my wife's out for International Women's Day, I'll get some peace and quiet. Bit of a cutscene here.
Быстро, валим отсюда.
Shit. Where are we going then? Get that knife out. I don't think the knife's going to do much against the bear. I'd rather have it though in my hand. Those doors open. Closed now. Got a gun on you? Well, that's dinner sorted out. I don't know if you can eat bear. I presume you can. Must be some sort of medical thing. You don't get kidney bowls anywhere other than medical places, do you? Draw. Matches are handy. I mean, can't take those though. Can't pick any of that up. Oh, nothing more irritating than opening drawers, not being able to interact with them. It's just sort of pointless. The thing is, if you don't open the drawer and check it out, you might find that there's something you missed. Oh God. Doesn't sound well, does he? Pleurisy. That closed, come on. Sorry mate, I don't do respiratory infections. Oh God. Hock it up. Hock it up. Hockaluga, I think is the phrase, isn't it? Hockaluga. Disgusting. Oh, what's this? Today is my 5th day in hospital. The wards are crowded with patients. Judging by the doctor's hectic and erratic actions, they are panicking and don't know what to do. They're wearing respirators, and even gas masks. They give us some medicine, but it doesn't have any effects. No procedures are carried out, and half of the medical equipment is missing. Apparently, it was stolen long ago and wasn't updated, as it usually happens here. They don't let us contact our relatives. We get no information at all. They say that the epidemic broke out in other cities as well, and in other countries too. I hope everything will turn out okay. There we go. Little handwritten note for my pleasure. Oh, could do with a clean, couldn't it, this hospital? Okay, so there is a respirator there, but I can't get to it. I can't pick it up. Oh my God. I didn't realise there was a body there when I first walked in. Jesus. You don't want to be hanging around a cadaver, do you? Is he alive or dead? He looks to be dead. Absolutely motionless. Bloody hell. Are you alive or dead? Oh, dead. You've even got flies on you. Flies can smell a body from quite a surprising distance. I don't know what the distance is, but it's a surprising distance. I'm guessing it would be like 1 to 3 miles away. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's quite a big range, I admit that, but I know it's at least a mile away. I know that much. It's probably mind-blowingly further, like 10 miles away, but it's crazy. I don't understand how. Because you think a dog has got one of the most sensitive olfactory organs, and yet I don't think they can smell a rotting corpse from that far away. Rotting corpses. Sometimes I wonder if civilizations have made a big fuss of burial rites and wrapped it up in religion, but if we didn't bury our dead, it's quite strange to think that there'd be like piles of bones everywhere, wouldn't they? Bones take ages to grind down, so if we just ended up leaving our dead sort of on the surface, you know what I mean, in a woodland. Oh. We keep receiving numerous messages according to the latest data. There are large traffic jams on the tracks. People are trying to spur out and minimize contact with others. Are doing everything possible to control the situation. Local authorities. As we know, most district hospitals are already overcrowded and the remaining hospital beds are not so easy to get. However, the positive dynamics of no treatment has yet been observed. Volunteers recommend to stock up on provisions and to stay at home if possible. When you notice the first symptoms of the disease, you should limit contact with relatives until the diagnosis is confirmed, I think. We will continue to broadcast to keep you updated. Okay. It's quite fitting, actually. I mean, well, would have been a year or two ago. When was COVID? Was it? Oh, I've lost track. I suppose it was 18 months ago, maybe. When? Well, I say when. I mean, it's still real for some people, obviously, and got long COVID going on. Which some people are just such morons about. I haven't got long COVID, therefore it doesn't exist. Like, what a stupid thing to, like, what a stupid logic, isn't it? I haven't got leprosy, therefore lepromatous leprosy is made up. Do you know what I mean? Patient admitted in serious condition with signs of hemorrhagic fever. Fluid was removed from the abdominal cavity with drainage. After a series of procedures, the patient began to recover with the activation of his own immune system, which is uncommon with this type of disease. A month later, the patient recovered completely, acquiring 100% resistance to the virus. Bloody hell, that's quite... so this is Rostoteth. He was admitted with signs of acute hemorrhagic fever in an unconscious state in 2012. Temperature 38.9. He was treated for 2 months, but after no signs of improvement, he was sent to the sector of support of comatose patients. We have somebody with resistance to the virus. That's probably going to be a key feature in the story. The dead, the corpse in the corner. Grim, isn't it? What's this? There's things everywhere. Oh God. One of the nurses I was speaking to a couple of months ago was saying that during the times of COVID on the ward, she'd be walking around. It wasn't a nurse actually. It was one of the cleaners. She said she was walking around, and she could just see eyes looking at her from respirators and whatever. And she said that it was an absolute look of fear as people just struggled to breathe, just couldn't breathe. And it is a horrific feeling when your lungs are affected. I mean, yeah, you know, abdominal trauma is pretty bad. You know, trauma to the core of your body always feels so much worse, like, and disease and infection. But when your respiration's affected, Jesus Christ, it does fill you with this sense of panic when you can't breathe. Surprised there's still electric going on in this post-apocalyptic wasteland. Oh, that was a flashback then, was it? Is he the patient that was immune, I wonder? Developed an immunity. Is that his name?
Может, все же поведаешь, с какой целью мы путь держим?
Why do we keep going in that direction? I think is what he said.
выполнил.
I kept my word.
Остальное не имеет
The rest
значения.
doesn't matter.
Ладно, право твое.
Okay, it's your choice.
Когда люди начали умирать,
When people
никто и
started
подумать не
dying, no
мог,
one
что
could have
все
thought
так
that everything
закончится.
would end this way.
Никто не был к этому готов.
No one was ready for it.
Сократилось население
The
Земли
Earth's
в разы.
population has decreased,
Казалось бы, воздух
and you'd think
больше,
there would be more
пространство
space.
шире.
The air
Но
would
нет.
become cleaner. But no,
Человек оказался
humans turned
настолько
out to be
диким
so
и
wild and
адаптирован, что
unadapted
начал грызть сам
that they
себя.
began to gnaw on
Паника,
themselves.
мародерство,
Panic,
конфликты.
looting, conflicts. Nobody was able to take on this
И
burden
сохранить
and keep
контроль
control
над
of the
ситуацией.
situation.
Вот все и
And
рухнуло.
that's why
В моем
everything
городе в первый же
collapsed.
день люди начали бить
In my
витрины,
city, on the very first day,
выносить
people began to
ценности,
break into
медикаменты,
stores and steal
продовольствие.
valuables,
угоняли
medicines.
машины,
They were stealing
прокалывали
cars,
колеса
punctured
другим,
tires of
дабы
others,
скорее добраться
just so
до
they could
госпиталя.
get to the hospitals first.
Но никто ведь не знал,
But
что
no one knew
медицина
that
здесь уже
medicine
бессильна.
was already powerless.
Ладно, нужно тут с вещами разобраться.
We need to sort things out here.
Хорошо бы воды из колодца
It
принести.
would be good to bring
Червячка
water
заморить
from the
нужно.
well to kill our thirst. I can't believe he's had a gun on him this time. Where's my gun? Where's my gun? Oh, don't tell me the well's outside with the bear. Oh no, the bear's. The bear's been hopefully cut up into steaks. It's the bare necessities, those simple bare necessities. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Так,
Bare necessities. I think one of the most difficult things. I mean, don't get me wrong. Right? Hunting wildlife with rudimentary bits and bobs is very, very challenging. You know, laying out traps, checking traps, all of that stuff is hard work. You know, it's hard work for skilled people. You know what I mean, centuries ago, fur trappers and things like that. It's hard work, let alone like people who aren't used to that, if you like. But it's doable. You know, snares and things like that. It's doable. It's doable to hunt with a bow and arrow. That's particularly difficult actually, but it's doable. Even a spear, etc., etc. So meat, typically, I don't think will be much of an issue. Acquiring meat. Acquiring vegetables is a different matter. So a nice pair of D-sized batteries get in there. Yeah, we are so reliant on agriculture and cultivation of vegetables. How many, like, when you're wandering out and about in the wild, you don't see many potatoes growing, do you? Do you know what I mean? Things like that. No, wild edibles are crap generally. And as my bushcraft instructor said, if it wasn't like, if it was any good, we'd be growing it in farms. Do you know what I mean? If we enjoyed it, if it was useful, and we don't. So yeah, you don't tend to see many of the things like carrots and stuff like that around. You know, and also this is probably still looking for this well, by the way. Well. This is probably relevant to like the way that we are genetically modifying crops and lessening their resistance, so they're not able to grow wild. Yeah. But that smells nice. It's not very deep, is it? You know, they become absolutely dependent on Monsanto. In the shed behind the farm, there's a bucket. Roundup and chemical pesticides, insecticides, etc. You know, just yeah. We would be absolutely stuffed. The majority of people would be stuffed in this post-pandemic apocalyptic type situation. Wait, I thought there's a bucket in here. There's milk things, but there's no bucket. Oh. Is that cut now? Yeah. Wait, is this just the back of the barn then? So strange. Once I've lit a fire, I really don't like to move away from it. I love a nice warm fire. Oh, that's good. God, I love fire so much. Campfire. I like arson fire. Hey, I've intelligently managed to shut the door on myself. Sort of not sure about this bucket. Was there a bucket behind this barn over here? Was that? Right, because that looks like a shed to me. Hmm. This doesn't look like the barn, it looks like the house. It is in fact the house, yeah. Low windows. What's this thing here? Look like a lantern or something. Very low windows actually. Oh, that's noisy, isn't it? That's rustly. Looks like the bucket was in the shed behind the farm. I can also look in the brick house near the wall. The shed behind the farm. But behind the farm? Makes more sense to stay in a building like this. It's going to be less work to heat up, actually. What's that? What's that? There's an address at the bottom right there. Something House 16 Apartment 5. Okay. Quite loud for a little storm lantern, isn't it? That thing. Right. Wait, am I back here again? Where am I? I've got myself completely bloody confused now. Probably don't want to get involved with any wolves. An American bulldog. What? Bloody shed behind the barn. Behind the farm, in fact, not just the barn, it's behind the farm. Oh, I've looked in there. Is that a doorway? Just there? No. Looks like the bucket was in the shed behind the farm. I can also look in the brick house. Oh, I never quite read that bit. Near the wall or something? Brick house. It doesn't say behind the barn or anything, it says behind the farm. This whole area is a farm, isn't it, really? So, what? Oh, what am I missing here? I'll be back in a second, mate. I'm just absolutely flummoxed by what to do. Oh, got to be careful of bear traps, actually, out and about then. A bear problem. Absolutely flummoxed. Let's get that little prompt come up again. This is what one of the reviews said. It said, do not do this game without using a user guide because you'll spend so much time just wandering around going, where the fuck is everything? And I appear to be in that situation already. Wait, where's the door for this place? Is the door at the back there then? Is that the only door? That's odd. I thought that was like an outhouse. Yeah. Strange. Oh, that's a door there. Well, that could be used as a water thing. Oh, right. Well, we only need a pan of water, don't we? We don't need to be going to a well or anything like that. So let's just get the frying pan off this hob. And also, the nice thing is it will cook in there, won't it? Oh, come on. God damn it. Alright, where's the bucket then? I give up. There. Pan, that'll do. That'll do. Don't even need a lid, really. Come on. Turn the furnace on. Look in the brick house near the well. I can also look in the brick house near the well. Where the fuck is the well? What am I missing out here? Right. If you were to build a farm out here, where would your well be? Maybe in a central point, I imagine. Right. What's in here? I mean, that water, for a start, that was in there, needs boiling. Right? I wouldn't be drinking water out of a well without boiling it if I had the choice. So actually, a pan is the best option anyway. You don't want to be boiling it in a metal bucket, do you know what I mean? It's all this barrels. Well. Nothing there. No well. No nothing. Is that a full moon out? How is this well? There's a water tank there. I presume that's water, not oil or gas or something. I mean, could be. It's probably not water. I don't know. There's other tanks over here. Jesus Christ. Come on now. There's being independent, and then there's just fucking boring, and I'm getting bored now. Dig my own well by the time I found this bucket. Well, not just the bucket, the well. I've got to find two things. I've been around and I found nothing. Look, dude, I'm coming back to you. You go over there. Looks like the bucket was in the shed behind the farm. I can also look in the brick house. What shed behind the farm? Oh God. I've been around everywhere. I've found no bucket whatsoever. Dude. I've looked. You were the one who suggested looking in a well. So you must know there's a well here. So you go find it. I'm sitting down eating some bear steak. Dude. No. I haven't seen no brick house either. Let's get that bear cod up. Come on. Okay. Right. Let's look at the boundaries of this area. It piss me off if it's somewhere really obvious, or if I'd walked past it like moments ago and didn't notice it. Fucking well. I mean, like, if you set up a farm and you found out there's some groundwater, okay, then you're going to dig a well in a very obvious location, aren't you? A very accessible location. On the contrary, if you're an early settler and you get to this place and you decide that you're digging a well first, then your settlement will emerge around the well. Ergo, the well should only be in the middle of all of this. I see no well. No well, oh no well. There is no well. I am losing my mind very quickly. I think I'd be first to go mentally in the apocalypse. Definitely. Look in the brick house near the well. Right. I haven't found the fucking well. It's all great saying look in the brick house near the well. I haven't even found a brick house. Does it mean brick shit house? Is that the term for like a wooden shit house? Do they all get called brick shit houses? Because there'd be no bloody well. There'd be no brick house. Oh my god. Is that the well? Oh. Oh. At long last. I need to find a bucket. If I find a bucket and there's a hole in it, which is a lovely segue to there's a hole in my bucket, dear Liza, dear Liza. There's a hole in my bucket, dear Liza, a hole. Get out. Let me in, let me in, let me in. Then fix it, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. Then fix it, dear Henry. Then fix it. With what shall I fix it? Dear Liza, dear Liza. What's this? Nice. Dominus Requiem. Where's the singing coming from, actually? Lighting those candles have activated some sort of PA system. That's a bit weird. Unless it's just in my mind. I'm wandering around with quite a cool blade, actually, but let's put the blade away. I don't think I need it. Ave Maria. Gratia plena. Domino. Tecum. Enatitatum. Oh, bollocks! No fucking bucket. Even after my little prayer to the god of buckets. I'm not saying Maria's the god of buckets. That's not what I intended to say. There is no god of buckets, actually. That's probably why I'm struggling to find. Right, look in the brick house near the well. Well, this isn't a brick house. This is a church, actually. So that's on my head. Right, what's that down there? It's a placard. Here laid the finger of the Right Honourable Bishop Malcolm. The little finger. It's so grim what you find in churches, isn't it? Or cathedrals. Body parts of famous people. Right, well, there's the church, okay. I mean, it's not complicated, but it is. Where's the bloody well gone now? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Shit. I've lost the well. Oh. I bet my companion has died of thirst. Is that the well? Oh, I need a wee wee. What's all this? What's all this here? Nice old photo. Sepia. Oh God. Oh, there's a bucket there. Come here. Pick it up. Oh my God. Right. Be right back. All that excitement. Oh, well, it's not exciting, is it? It's just. Ave Maria. I'm back. Sorry about that. I realised I was dehydrated when I went for a wee, and so I've got myself a glass of water. And I'm also quite hungry. It's actually quite slow moving, this game, but atmospheric nonetheless. Get that potassium inside me. Right. I've got my bucket. There was a well nearby. Wasn't there. It was like in a little well hut. There it is. Jesus Christ. I was looking for like a very traditional well. Oh. Right. I can't choose the bucket for some reason. So what now then? Now? I can't even rotate this thing. It's proper, isn't it? No. Oh. Right, that sounds like it's splashdown. I think in a pandemic, somewhere like this would be a pretty good place to live out your days, really. Some good fencing around. Okay, can't close that well door. Right, let's leg it back with a bucket of water. Which doesn't seem to have weighed us down at all, actually. Actually, it seems to be feels a bit lighter. How much time has passed by? That's been like it's not going to be daybreak soon. Oh well. Right. Oh god, that looks cozy, doesn't it? Yeah, I've got it. What are we doing with the bucket now then? It's not selectable. I mean, I assume it's going on the fire. Is it not? Tell me what to do with the bucket of water.
Прошу к столу.
Sit down, I can manage that. I've got no legs.
Ну что, вздрогнем?
Don't give me any water in my glass either.
Ровной дороги нам.
Well,
Petrovich.
let's have a good trip, Petrovich. Peter. That'll do. Hmm. So there is a lot to figure out for yourself.
Идем, Петрович.
Wait. We got everything. Should we take a bottle of water with us? Animals will take refuge in there if you don't shut those doors.
Скоро до города доберемся.
We'll get to the city soon. Ah. Got a very noisy walk, hasn't he? Oh. No covert stealth with you, is there, mate? Bloody hell. Walk ahead. It'd be strange what things become valuable in this world as well. What things would instantly lose value? You know, the value of cash will basically be as tinder or firelighter. Do you know what I mean? I mean, it'd be fairly crap at that. So, it's, you know what I mean? Cash isn't, well, especially the cash nowadays that's made with bits of plastic in it and stuff now. I stick to silver birch bark all the time. But cash will be valueless. Most electronics will simply have no value. I mean, mobile phones that can capture and record things, but who knows? Maybe Google have built into Android version 11 some expiration date wouldn't surprise me. You know, oh, we haven't connected to the Google servers. Shut yourself down. That sort of shit. But I think a lot of electronics will become worthless, especially as time goes by, and you know, they become harder to recharge and maintain and things like that. I imagine batteries will become quite valuable. Clothing, not initially, I wouldn't have thought, because there's so many
Ты
clothes
ночью
out there.
ничего не заметил? Тут кострище. И еще дымится.
Smoldering fireplace.
Кто-то здесь был совсем недавно.
Someone was
Хорошо
here
бы
recently.
проверить.
It'd be good to check the house. Alright. After a while, as things didn't get manufactured, they'd become more valuable, I imagine. Where's the front door of the house? In the back. Oh, an axe. That's quite handy, surely. Oh, let me pick it up. Yes. It looks like a good wood cutting axe as well. What is that? Is that a foot? No, it's a faucet. Hmm. Got the fire. Yeah. Like a stove and everything. Or an oven. Okay. I think a pan would be useful. Grandmother Lisa is getting worse every day. We were thinking a lot how to ease her pain, but we couldn't do it just lacked the courage. We boarded up the windows, barricaded the door, and left her there. If you're reading this, be careful. Jesus Christ, thanks for that. Right. Bit of a dodgy design, isn't it, that? We're going to end up getting soaking wet. I don't know if I'm wearing waterproofs or not. Alright, let's go. Is that smouldering fire that we was talking about? Oh god. Fires everywhere. Seen loads of set supplies. Where that is. Tankard. Another set of bloody pliers. Jesus, this community loves their pliers, honestly. I've never seen anything like it. Oh, don't wait for me. Where is he? Where the hell did he go? Jesus. Where's he running to now? Wait, have we? Feels like we've been here before. That's that substation building. Can't be the same one though. It was metal, sort of concrete reinforcement. But that tree, that fallen tree, looks familiar as well. This is what's disorientating me. They're reusing. Seems to be our transport.
Эх, черт.
Looks perky.
Канистру свистнули. Придется поискать топливо в деревне.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Постараем пошарить.
Finding one of these hobo things. I like it. Okay.
Надо найти топливо
We
в
need to
деревне.
find fuel in the village. Oh, what? It's got an engine on it. I thought it was one of those where you each press a lever or something. Okay. Well, then we also need a jerry can or something to get the fuel, don't we? But
Надо найти топливо в деревне.
yeah, okay. I take it that means I need to go and find fuel. Careful of your nails. Jesus. Which village? Because I've just been through that and there was no fuel that I could see. Unless we take it out of one of these kerosene lamps. That they're fond of. Village. I mean, is it this village then? Bloody hell. Sort of feel like unleaded. Diesel. Probably be diesel, if anything, I suppose. What about methane? What does methane do? Just fill the engine with poo. See, this would make a nice little. Well, it looks like an allotment. It looks more like agriculture than it does botany, doesn't it? Nice straight rows. Looks like it's been ploughed. Just stay here. Don't need to go anywhere. Here's Johnny. Wait, what the hell is that? Is that just me walking on those? Jesus Christ. What's that? Is that a big battery? No. Whatever they've been milking out here is long since been slaughtered, I assume. Oh, there's a scythe. Lovely. Take that with me. Okay then. But what's that funny noise? That means my headset needs charging. But. Better. Okay. Well, I don't think there's any fuel in here. And oh, it's a toolkit. So we'll give that a miss for a second. What about this one? Creepy head. Where? Oh. Not that creepy. I saw one on sale at the flea market. It was about that size as well, to be honest. It was humongous. It's as big as they come, really. And I think the guy wanted like something like 70 quid, and I was like, God, I have to walk around with this head because I parked on the other side of like a park basically, so I'd had to have carted the head. It was shortly after I'd come out of hospital, so I was also, abdominal surgery. Since the beginning of the events, my life changed dramatically. I was lucky that the disease did not affect me, but there are still a bunch of problems. Living here is definitely easier than in the city. Subsistence farming helps greatly, because now I can't go to the store to buy potatoes with meatballs. Can't taste any cold beer. The marauders are a pest, travelling from place to place, robbing travellers, stopping at nothing. Must have completely lost their conscience and honour. Sooner or later, I will have to get out of here. I'd have no sympathy for marauders if I was out there. People who make their lives just off robbing of other people's hard work. I have no sympathy for any of that. Pickpockets or anything like that. Sorry, but no. I know it's not black and white. I know poverty drives desperation, and morality is often much more subjective than people would like to believe. But yeah, it'd be a bullet to the head if you were going to be trying to ransack my place, I'm afraid. What's behind door number 3? Those old potatoes might make a good fuel. What the flip is that? What's happened there? That's one of the traps laid for marauders, but I didn't see it, I just heard it. Those are bear traps as well. They'd be handy to have. So basically this entire place has been traps laid out, but I don't know what I'm looking for. What's that? Oh, it's a shoe. I'll have to cut that then. Another boot. What is that? I'm starting to think, what's the point of me opening these things? Because there's really nothing I can pick up inside them. But the outline of that is changing. There. Every time I hover over a bit of it, it changes. What is it? Well, that's fucking pointless, wasn't it? That was an absolute waste of time. I've gained nothing from going in here. I'm nearly having my leg taken off. Oh. Beautiful. Is that a staircase that's been barricaded? I don't suppose. I can axe it, no. Okay. Now the sort of amount of fuel required for that train, I don't think I'll be keeping inside a house. I think it would be in the outhouse. Oh God, is that the well? Well, I don't remember seeing any fuel in all those places, and I gave them a good, thorough looking over. Yeah, I mean, I don't even keep my meths in the house. Not like I got 5 litres of methylated spirits, and that sits in the garage. And I don't. I keep half a litre under the sink. Probably a bit silly, really. Well, it's not going to spontaneously combust. It'll have to go to some silly temperature, but about 5 litres wouldn't spontaneously combust. Probably more likely to combust in the garage. It gets quite warm in there. Oh dear. But no fuel again. There's an anvil and some gaffer tape. I don't know what that is. A bear trap again? Yeah. Those bear traps would be handy though when we set up camp somewhere. So I'll get to that house over there. So it's going to be just my luck, isn't it, that the last building will be the one with fuel in it. Although, no, my luck, it won't even be the last building. It'll just be, I can't find it anyway. Okay, I give up. I've been in there. I think I have. This is the one with Grandma locked away, wasn't it? Oh God. Doing my nutting now. I think this is the last house here. This one. Yeah. No, kerosene out. That lamp's not going to be any good. Also, I regret to inform you there is no fuel in the village. In the villaggio.
Надо найти топливо в деревне.
Oh, you're useful, aren't you? Bloody hell, this is a bit of a walking simulator, yeah. I feel a bit stubborn. I stubbornly refuse to look at a walkthrough. Oh god, is this the same one? Right. Yep. Walkthrough time. I mean, that was in the review, so in fairness, I've only got myself to blame. Um, 35mm walkthrough. These are all walkthroughs of actual cameras. I need the 35mm game walkthrough. Right, the house where I got the axe from with the old lady note. I need to be there. Which I think, is it this one? Yes. Right, and I think the axe was down there. Right. Right. Bloody hell. So, I can't definitely say. It says go to the door of the neighbour house. But which one's the neighbour house? Because there's loads of houses neighbouring onto this house. Oh, this is that one. It says open it up with the axe. Well, I was able to get into that one without using the axe, so I'm not really 100%. I can't remember if I got the axe from that house or not. Yeah, I would say that this is a poor games design. I have to say, like, there is a balance between being open to allow some variability, but also, you know, having some structure so people aren't wandering around in frustration. Battery, what's that? That's nothing. What's that down there? Is that something new? Food. And I think this game doesn't get that balance right, if I'm honest. Hate to say it. But it is a difficult balance. It can't be that difficult because lots of games do manage it okay. DayZ has a lot of freedom. That's a survival game. But also, there's more than one way to skin a cat in DayZ. You know, a couple of these houses would have had fuel cans, that sort of thing. Yeah, it's probably not quite got the balance right, but it's okay. I mean, you know, it's difficult. I think some developers focus on graphics the cinematic effect, blah blah blah. But at the core of a video game can only ever be good gameplay. And
Надо найти топливо в деревне.
where are you? I missed you. I walked past you. I didn't notice the train track. Okay. Good luck starting this thing. Now we've got fuel. Do I need to put this
Надо
into...
найти топливо в деревне.
I'm the fuel dude.
Надо найти топливо в деревне. Надо найти топливо в деревне.
Where's the fuel can? Can't select it.
Отлично. По коням.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I can't say it'd be impossible without a walkthrough, but I get that review that said it would be frustrating. Like, yeah, because a lot of the game is a walking simulator anyway, let alone then when you've got to do activities. Wow. I'm like a third of the way through a page on the walkthrough, and there's 4 pages, so 12th of the game. Quick maths. Okay, so
Петрович, скоро до города доберемся.
don't worry, Petrovich. We'll get to the city. Fair enough. I'm not that worried. So, oh no, or maybe I'm halfway through. So, an eighth of the game then. I think I'll call it quits there. I will revisit this title, get it done. I mean, I paid good money for it. Yeah. No, agree. Wait, how do we start this thing up then? Okay, we're just sat here, dude. Nice. Yeah, so I'll call it a day there. What's reload? Please don't go back to the beginning. I will wig out. Oh, we're all right. Wait, the hell? Don't know where the main menu is. I think I will stick in a little review. Oh, they've not been working well for me, these reviews recently. I don't know why. And Yeah. I'm going to give it a 3, but what is it on already? It seems a bit harsh. That oh, it's a 3. Yeah, I'll wait till I've played it through, and then I'll give this one a review. I don't want to be unfair. That'd be like reviewing a book by just reading the first 2 pages. But yeah, it's okay. It's all right. I'm mildly pleased with that game. But yeah, would I have bought? Yeah, probably still, because I'm still collecting these things now like a proper geek. But um, no, I probably wouldn't buy it. Having now played it, I wouldn't recommend it anyway. Put it that way, um, because just the core gameplay isn't really. It isn't quick enough. It's too slow paced and too walky simmy. Right. Well, in that case, I need something to fill that gaming void that 35mm has now left me. So I'll grab a something or other coffee, jump back on with something a little bit more fast paced, maybe some first person shooter action, maybe even some Battlefield 5. Maybe. It's been a while. I'm rusty and I'm old. Right. See you in a bit.